Hello students, welcome to the biology class. So in the last assignment I have seen there are still mistakes you are making with the dihybrid test cross ratios. It's a request, I'm telling you again that you are supposed to be always mentioning the complete genotype. Don't simply mention small y, capital Y and make a cross. You are supposed to express everything in a systematical manner. Remember, in genetics your presentation matters a lot. So when the ratio comes out to be 1:1, the reason is because though it's a dihybrid individual, one of the character is recessive. That's why the ratio will come out to be like a monohybrid test ratio. But if the individual is dihybrid and it is in reality heterozygous for both the characters, in that case, if it is heterozygous, the ratio would come out to be 1:1:1:1. You are supposed to explain these things in a careful manner and be always careful regarding your capital as well as your small alphabets. Now let's move on to the next topic. If you remember, a few days back in one of the lecture I discussed about the topic which I'm going to repeat in a small few sentences only, and then we will move over to the new topic today. Please remember, if a character is controlled by just one gene, then it is called as a monogenic character and its inheritance would be called as monogenic inheritance. Now that gene may have two alleles, may have more alleles, it's a different concept. So now such type of characters were Mendelian character because Mendel studied those characters which are controlled by just one gene, or you can say one factor, and its two alleles. That means these characters can only be expressed in two manners: tall or dwarf, pink or violet, purple or white, or green or yellow, yellow or green, constricted or inflated, or axial position of flower or terminal position of flower. That means these are called as qualitative characters because there is only two things possible, either one form or the other form. You don't have in between situations. But when we come to the topic of polygenic inheritance, please remember there are more than two genes. I have seen students mentioning more than one gene, or they are writing the explanation two genes and more than two genes. It's a wrong answer. You are supposed to say always more than two genes. Controlling one character is called as polygenic inheritance. Example, you have correctly written skin color or human height, IQ level, chicken weight, all etc. are the examples of polygenic inheritance. Remember, these inheritances are controlled by more than two genes. So, and then there will be a gradient developing because every dominant allele of 3 genes or 4 genes or 5 genes are going to add more character. That means cumulative effect or additive effect. And remember, in monogenic inheritance there is no influence of environment. In this case there would be influence of environment. Example, standing for long in this sun will cause our skin to change color. So environment does play an important role in polygenic inheritance. The next thing we learned was multiple allelism. Whenever a character controlling gene has more than two alleles, it is called as multiple allelism. Beautiful example we learned was of the human blood group. Human blood group is controlled by I gene, which has 3 alleles: IA, IB and small I. Now pleiotropy, when one gene has more than one character to be controlled, so more phenotypic expressions are under the control of the same gene, it is called as pleiotropy. Now today what we are going to learn in detail is the inheritance in which only two genes. Now don't call it as polygenic inheritance because we are talking about two genes, not more than two genes. So when two genes control one character, that interaction is called as intergenic interaction. Because it's not intra, because please remember monogenic inheritance or the Mendelian qualities which we learned are interallelic, also called as intragenic because we are talking about only one gene or one factor. But now what you are going to learn is between two genes. So when two genes interact together to control a character, you call this interaction as intergenic interaction. So please remember here, that in this case, if every gene carries 2 alleles, then we are talking about how many alleles? 4 alleles, because how many genes we are talking about? 2 genes. And this is also called as non-allelic interaction, so that we can clear it. We are talking about 2 gene interaction, and we are not talking about 1 gene interaction. So they are also called as intergenic interaction, also called as non-allelic interaction. And Mendel's topic, which we have learned already, of 1 gene controlling 1 character, is called also as interallelic interaction or intragenic interaction. So let's start with this concept.